Now I'm coming home rejoicing. And now I am coming home rejoicing. 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 And now I am coming home rejoicing. I found my way back home. Amen.
Oh, beautiful, beautiful. Thank you. Who's this lovely couple that came and helped us out this evening? And that's his wife. Oh, that's mine. And that's your husband. Praise the Lord. Thank you so much. Praise the Lord.
Praise God. Praise God. Welcome back, everyone, to our health day. How many of you have been having a really good time with the sermon, the information that was given, and you see that there's some improvement that can be done, right? Amen. So this evening, it's 4:30. Dr. Jessen is a complementary and alternative medicine practitioner who specializes in natural treatments for everyday diseases. Get ready to learn some amazing things as Dr. J will share all natural remedies for health, wellness, and weight loss. His research findings on natural treatments have been published in several books, and as well as a top-selling book, Overcome Diabetes Naturally. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you our Dr. Jessen.
Thank you so much. Happy Sabbath. How's everyone doing today? Okay, are you ready to get in shape? Okay, you see I'm dressed for it, right? We're going to do some work. All right, here we go. First, what we're going to do is we're going to do a small health screening. Everybody put your stuff down. What you're going to do is this side of the church, you're going to stand up. This side of the church, stand up, file into the aisle, and go out that door. All right? Everybody get their health screening. Let's get that started. All right? And it's okay. Listen, these numbers are yours. We're going to give you back your papers. Nobody sees them. Okay? So please feel free. Get the numbers. It's very important. All right? And as soon as those people go in, this section will get up and go outside, but give them some time. Okay? This section, please stand up. Please stand up. File into that aisle right there and exit through that door. And then when you're finished, you're going to come back into the sanctuary through the center doors. Okay? Awesome. Let's go. All right? And as soon as that aisle ends, I'm going to call everybody. You're going to stand up and get that going. All right? So let's move through quickly. Let's not chat in the foyer area. It's very tiny back there. So let's get this going. All right. Now, everybody in the hallway. Either that or just enter the door and turn it on the side. Go. Come here. Okay, good. Thank you.
All right, guys, that section stand up. Let's go. That section stand up. So I'm going to 5 minutes. All right, so everybody, everybody stand up. The line on this side is shorter. Please, some of you come over here. Some of you please come over here. It's shorter. And guys, please come over here. Okay, let's get started. All right. Here we go. Please give me the so this is on heat, live heat, right? So when I start talking about the stuff, all right. So everybody take out your papers. The weight chart's gonna come up. What you're gonna do is you're gonna find your height. You're gonna go into the center, and based on the chart, you're gonna write down your optimal weight range. Okay? So where it says weight range on that little paper that you got, the little paper that you got your little paper. Optimal weight range. That's written right there. Everything's there. That's good enough. All right. what's going on there? Okay, so this is what I want to talk about. We're going to talk about the issues that we face and how to resolve them. So basically, the first part about you ready?
So basically, we're going to be talking about the issues that cause illness, the issues that cause weight gain. And then after that, we're going to give you the solution. After that, I'm going to do a brief exercise demo that you can do in your home while you're watching TV, things like that. Okay, and then after that, we're going to have, depending, maybe we'll have a short Q&A, and then we will move to the back of the church in the foyer, and I'll be there from 8 o'clock to 9, so you can get your natural health care products that you need, weight loss, whatever you need. Okay, that'll be after sunset. So that's the basic plan. And he's still working on it. All right. So this is something that is been on my mind for a while, and it's not only limited to this church, but it happens in other churches. We tend to dwell on the negative aspects. And when you're in a negative state of mind, you attract more of the same. You know how they say like attracts like? That is the meaning of it. That's called the law of attraction. Just like you have the law of gravity, we don't want to admit certain things because they think, oh, this is not part of the gospel, but it's a law like anything else. So let me give you an example. If you have a negative concept about something or a certain person, that concept will be reflected back to you by the people around you, because the idea is for you to see who you are and what your thinking is so you can change it. So your husband will reflect all your fears. Why? Because he's the last resort. Okay, so it's very simple. A child grows up. He's an empty vessel coming into this world. He's filled with all these ideas from, society, family. That's where he develops his belief system. So if they teach him that money doesn't grow on trees, that's a negative programming. But if you program a child and you say you can do anything you want, it's an abundant universe. The Creator will give you whatever you want. Do you know the parable? You sow, the sowing of the seeds in the field? Do you know the real meaning behind that is thoughts? The seeds are the thoughts. So wherever you plant the seeds in the field of your mind, that's what comes up. So the mind doesn't discriminate and say, that's a bad thought, it's a good thought. It gives you whatever you tell it. So if you say, oh man, I'm a mess, it's not, guess what? That's what it's going to give you. I was speaking to a lady and he kept saying that every 5 minutes. And I said, sister, I'm sorry. You need to stop doing that. So you're programming yourself by your thoughts and then your speech. First line of defense is relationships. Second line is your husband will reflect all your fears until you overcome them. Then your kids will reflect all your fears. Your kids will be whatever you said that they shouldn't do. So a lady was kind of prejudiced against, I don't know, someone from, maybe she's Jamaican and she doesn't like people from St. Vincent. Just giving you an example. It's an example. So she says, listen, I don't want you to ever bring home someone from St. Vincent. Guess who she married? Why? The idea is you need to get over your fears. That is the idea of life. Nothing is a punishment. Nothing is a failure. Everything is a learning experience. There are no failures. There are no punishments. Nothing. That is all a myth. So they can, right? So the point I'm trying to make is that you must be very careful what you wish for and what you think. The words, I'll try, I should. When I say, listen, you need to lose 20 pounds by the end of the month. If you say, I should, I'll try, I'm walking away. Those are not empowering words. Those are called disempowering words. You always say, I what? I will. I'm going to get better. I am healthy. The idea of illness or anything in life is that, and it happened recently, they put an idea in your head. There's danger here. There is no danger. But you start festering and mulling it over in your head so much that you're the one who manifests it. Do you get it? That's a trick that they use. And so you have to be very, very careful. I learned the hard way. And I'm teaching you that you may be thinking, oh, no, but that's the way they're acting. Why I have to, you know how our people are. We like to listen, I'm going to tell you the way it is because I'm just going to, no. The more you do that, the more it's reflected back to you. Does that make sense? So somebody was saying, and please don't get mad at me, but there was a gentleman in the back who was helping and he was writing the weight. And he only had a red pen, and the lady was like, oh, so you're gonna write my weight in red? Really? Mm-hmm. You don't have another pen. And the kid's like, no, I don't. Please don't hurt me. So we tend to dwell on the negative things. Please stop doing that. Okay? Our culture is like that. We're very defensive. We're very aggressive. But whatever you think will come up in front of you because that is the valley of the shadow of death. That's why they call it valley of the shadow. Did you ever examine that? What is a shadow? It's an illusion. It's a reflection. So all the problems you're having, you're creating. So if you think someone's coming up to you like, oh my God, he's going to rob me, he's going to rob me, guess what? He's going to rob you. It's true. This is absolutely true. We must change the way we think. We must change the way we act. We must change our approach to life. Change to a positive mindset. Change to a loving mindset. Would it kill you to say, I love you once in a while? Really? I'm serious. Our people won't say that, you know. They'll say, I love you, you know. What? Like, really, stop. Care, compassion. The three things you want to remember today: love, compassion, and forgiveness. Implement these things into your lifestyle, please. All right, here we go. Let's get started. Write this down. This is your weight. This is your height. That lady there is 5'4". Here we go. Where's the pointer on this thing? Here we go. Here we go. 5'4". She's medium height. If you're a petite, you go here. Under 5'6" is petite. I'm sorry, under 4'6" is petite. Anything else, you're in the medium section. If you're 6 feet and over, go in the large section. So unless you are, everybody falls into this. All right, so here you go. Ma'am, 5'4". This is going to be your weight range. Write that down. 124, 138. All right? Everybody, look at your height. This is for women. This is for men. What is it? All right. Men, same thing. 5'8". This is going to be your weight range. Unless you're 6 feet, you go here. If you're shorter than 5 feet, go over here. All right? Write down in the section where it says weight range. All right? You got it? I have to change the slide. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and here we go. All right. All right, let's calm down. Here we go. Our bodies are like a strong, firm rock that sits at the bottom of a waterfall. Can you maybe dim this down a little bit so they can? The rock seems invincible since time and time again it resists the waterfalls. Is there anyone back there that can dim these lights, please? Just these here, just a little bit so they can see better. You brightened it. There you go. That's good. That's good enough. A little bit more, or that's good enough? Guys, that's enough? All right. All right. So your bodies are like a strong, firm rock that sits at the bottom of a waterfalls. The rock seems invincible since time and time again it resists the force of the waterfalls. But after decades of abuse, guess what? The rock breaks apart. Your bodies work the same, although they may seem invincible when you're young. After decades of abuse, they're bound to break down. How to stay healthy naturally. 1 out of every 4 people in this room will be diagnosed with diabetes in the near future. Now, heart disease, nonetheless, is more serious, as 1 in every 4 men and 1 in every 3 women in this room will die from it. A simple way to visualize this number is if that section was gone completely. That's the devastating effect that these diseases have on families. The good news is that there's simple steps you can take to prevent and manage most diseases. And I'm here today to show you how to stay healthy naturally and protect yourself from becoming a statistic. Now, how many of you here want to be disease-free, lose weight, and have lots of energy? Awesome. Good. I'm glad you participate. I love that. Then you may want to turn off your cell phones and pay close attention. Please take a minute now to turn off your cell phones because they will disrupt the program. There's always someone whose cell phone rings in the middle of the seminar. So please take the time, By the way, cut the feed. This is the most dangerous instrument on the planet. Cut the feed. They're using this to control you. Okay? We'll talk about more on this on my second program, As a Man Thinketh, So Is He, and I'll give you all the dangers related to cell phones. They are more dangerous than vaccines. I am not kidding you. They are more dangerous, so be very careful. All right, here we go. Nearly all diseases and excess weight gain can be linked to poor diet and a lack of exercise. Now, today I will share information from my book, Overcome Diabetes Naturally. This book is a guide for anyone who wants to lose weight, keep it off, and most importantly, prevent disease such as heart disease, cancer, high cholesterol, high blood pressure, obesity, and finally, diabetes. Now, did you know that adding a handful of blueberries, it keeps going out, bro. Take it off of sleep mode. The computer goes into sleep mode and then it cuts it off. All right, here we go. So it's not coming on, what? Can you put it on there too? Okay. Did you know that adding a handful of blueberries high in antioxidants to your daily diet can boost your health and significantly reduce your chances of developing most diseases, even cancer? Did you know that just 30 minutes of daily exercise can greatly reduce your chances of being overweight, getting heart disease, high blood pressure, and diabetes up to 40%? Write that down. As Christians, we believe that our body is a temple of God. I think if someone were kind enough to allow you the use of their temple, the courteous thing to do would be to cherish it. Okay, where am I pointing that I should be pointing? Here? It's not flipping it. Keep going. So I have to advance it. It's not going to work. Is the batteries good on this? All right. Just hang in there 1 second, please. We're going to get this taken care of. All right. I think it's good. Let me try. All right, here we go. Let's try this again. As Christians, we believe that our body is a temple of God. I think if someone were kind enough to allow you the use of their temple, the courteous thing to do would be cherish it. Don't be messy. Stop lazying around. Stop piling up all that junk inside your trunk. You know who you are. God doesn't appreciate you mistreating his temple. Oh, whoops, I think she heard me. I'm sorry, lady. Today's talk is part one of my two-part series, Mind and Body Reconditioning. Part one covers the body reconditioning and is divided into two main sections. Now, as time is limited, I'll do my best to go over a few of the most important points, but all this information is in my book, Overcome Diabetes Naturally. The first section addresses the causes of weight gain and disease, and the second offers solutions. So let's begin. Health awareness. When faced with
lifestyle changes. The first aspect neglected is health. This is typical for most people until someone you love or you yourself fall victim to disease, and that's when reality hits. Some attempt change and succeed. For others, a bit too late. Please don't wait for this to happen. Make the necessary lifestyle changes today before it's too late. Now, how many of you are already at this crossroad, having been diagnosed with a disease? A show of hands, please. Okay, so quite a few of you. Now, we face a health crisis today. There's a higher incidence of diabetes, hypertension, heart disease, cancer, hair loss, ADHD, and obesity. Now, most of these diseases have been classified as lifestyle diseases. You know what that means, right? Okay. Incidentally, if you've been diagnosed with one of these lifestyle diseases, that's your body's way of saying that your lifestyle is what? Atrocious. Sorry, but that's the truth. On a positive note, most health-related issues are preventable, and it may be in your best interest to prevent them rather than treat them later. Now, just to give you an idea, 60 years ago, these diseases were considered rare. You remember that, right? People who are here, older generation, we hardly heard anything about diabetes. Why am I saying we? You hardly heard anything about diabetes. Today, it's commonplace. What's changed? What's caused an increase in disease prevalence? Here are the four primary causes. Number one, a decline in the nutritional content of food. Number two, packaged foods and fast foods high in chemical additives. Who said, that's good? Who was that? We got a troublemaker back here. All right. Bouncer, please bounce this kid out of here. Yeah. Packaged foods and fast foods high in chemical additives. Number three, high calorie foods. A slice of cheesecake has 1,150 calories and 74 grams of fat. Write it down. Write it down so you will have this information and it'll be ingrained and you'll know I got to stay away. You're not going to remember this stuff. When I say write it down, write it down. It will take you, it will take you 5 hours and 17 minutes to walk off those calories. Okay? I'm telling you, I would reconsider that slice if I were you. People from the Caribbean, when you grew up, did you have dessert? Okay. Did you have dessert when you were growing up, sir? Did you grow up here? Are you from? Did you grow up here? Where did you grow up? New York? Did you have dessert when you were growing up? Once a week, see? So they're programming you and saying, have dessert after every meal. Why? Sabotaging you. Stay away from dessert. Number four, decrease in physical activity. No one walks anymore. Everyone just sits around watching TV. God help us. Seriously speaking, did you know that being unhealthy is directly related to poor diet and a lack of exercise? Poor diet and choices you made. So, as I was explaining earlier, make a choice to be healthy. It's really that basic. Let's do a quick health quiz. All right. Who's going to be you're going to keep score, ma'am. All right. Let's do this fast. When I say true, if you believe it's true, you raise your hand. If I say false, you raise your hand. We're going to do a little quiz. Dr. J against Maranatha. Is it normal to have a little belly fat? True? Everybody believe it's true? Raise your hand. Everybody believe it's true? It's normal to have a little belly fat? Yes? Come on now. Raise your hand. Sister, count. Stand up and count. Quickly, quickly. Raise your hand. Come on, come on. You got to do faster. Everybody believe little belly fat is okay? Yes. My Spanish people, come on. Levante las manos. Come on. All right? Okay. Everybody who believes it's false, raise your hand. All right, fine. The false have it. All right, one for Maranatha. All right, here we go. Looking forward to mealtime is normal. You worked all day. True, raise your hand. Yes, it's normal to look forward to meal. Yes, it's a normal part of living. We're human beings, right? Yes. Raise your hand. Okay, start counting, man. Start counting. It's true, yes. Looking forward to mealtime. Listen, listen, listen. You've been working all day. Your wife yelled at you. Listen, it's normal. Raise your hand, man. Come on. Everybody. All right, you got it? All right. Everybody believe that's false? Raise your hand. Oh, I think we trues have it. All right. Yeah, that's my point. All right. That's called food obsession. It's not normal. Yeah. So Dr. J1. Yeah, I like this crowd. Okay, here we go. Dieting is better than exercising for losing weight. Dieting is better than trues. Raise your hand. All the trues and all the false? All right, fine. Maranatha gets another one. Actually, dieting can slow down your metabolism. Exercising is the better option. Okay, here we go. Last one. Overeating once in a while is normal. It's your birthday. It's your birthday. Yes. No, wait. The dog died. Yes, yes. All the truths, raise your hand. Come on now. Yes, thank you, young man. You're the only one inspired. Yes. Overeating once in a while is normal. Yes. Thank you, my brother. Thank you. Anybody else? False? Oh, okay. That's called food gluttony. All right, fine. Maranatha wins. All right. But if you got more than 2 wrong, you may need to reevaluate the way you look at health. Gambling with your health. If you live a life with a whatever attitude, you know how the kids are like, whatever. If you live a life with a whatever attitude, whatever really can happen. Now, part of the problem is people delude themselves into thinking, number one, it won't happen to me. Number 2, what I don't know can't hurt me. Number 3, if I ignore it, it'll go away. Really? Did your spouse go away when you ignored them? Well, now you know it doesn't work. Wake up. The reality is, if you keep eating and drinking without thinking, you'll wind up losing. And what's probably worse, you'll contract a disease and wind up not with this nice nurse, but with this one, and be in unbearable misery and pain. You see what she has in her hand? You see what she wants to do with it, right? Okay. Knowing your body. Shocking as it may seem, there's no striking difference between most individuals in here. All our bodies work the same because we all have the same internal structure. However, how we treat our bodies is a different story, and that might have more to do with your outcome. Now, here are the 2 main body types based on fat distribution. Now, the first person is a pear-shaped body type, and the second is called an applet. Hear me out. Pear-shaped body types tend to store fat in the Pear-shaped body types tend to store fat just below the waistline in the hips and are at low risk for disease. You got that? Pear-shaped, low risk for disease. Applets, on the other hand, applets, APPLETS. On the other hand, tend to store fat in the abdomen, which is comparable to an iceberg. Everybody, put your pens down and grab your fat. Why? It's comparable to an iceberg. Only 10% of the fat is visual. The other 90% is hidden. Listen to this. There's fat underneath that you can't see or grab. Abdominal fat is not solely limited to your belly region. It covers your chest. That's right. And surrounds your internal organs, including your heart and lungs. This is called visceral fat. This is what kills you. You see how close it is to the heart? That's the fat that will kill you that you cannot see. Now, here's a CT scan of Winsome Nelson, who came from Jamaica 20 years ago. This is her when she came here. Hi, Winsome. This is her now. Look at this. Look at her lung capacity, and you see that it's been decreased. Do you see the lungs here? Do you see the lungs here? It's been pushed down. Her lung capacity has decreased by 33%. Look at her heart. Do you see how it's deviated to the left? What pushed it out of the way? The fat. That's why you have trouble breathing and you have palpitations. It doesn't have enough room to beat. You don't see that fat, you think it's normal. Very, very important. Now, imagine your heart beating inside your chest. Boop, boop, boop. Now, imagine it beating, trying to beat with a pillow wrapped around it, which is your fat. This greatly restricts its movement. The same applies for your lungs. Obviously, this puts a great amount of stress on these organs, debilitating their function. That's why overweight people often breathe heavy like this, even while they're sitting down. You hear someone next to you? No, don't look, be nice. Stop it, stop it. Besides, researchers have discovered that abdominal fat has a mind of its own. It separately releases a hormone called cortisol, which disrupts normal body function and promotes fat storage. You see the face in there? In addition, it increases your chances for disease. This in turn makes it difficult, if not impossible, for you to lose weight. Note, once you fall into that vicious cycle, it's quite difficult to fall out. I can't lose weight because I'm fat. I'm fat because I can't lose weight. Just like the lady was nice enough to say, oh, I didn't want to come to church because I had gained weight, right? And if you stay home, you're not getting the blessing, so you're getting worse. Fellowship, coming together is very important. So there are two types, the body weight types, correct? Now, what do you think the majority of the church members here are? I'm glad you said it. Okay. All right. So that means we need to start making lifestyle changes ASAP. Not tomorrow, today. Doesn't mean you go home and eat up all the food in your fridge and then you start tomorrow. Yeah, I know what you're thinking. Oh, let me see. Oh, okay, I don't want to forget that. It's in the closet. I hid that for a rainy. No, go home and throw it out. Yes, you're going to pay for it later. Here we go. Waistline. Your trousers waist size is not your correct waist size. How to measure your waistline? Breathe in, breathe out normally, and measure your waist in line with your belly button without compressing the skin. I asked the lady today if I could help her measure her waist. She sucked her belly in so much she was turning pink. And I'm like, lady, I'm not doing CPR on you. Please don't do that. Waist size, here we go, write this down. You're at increased risk if you're more than 37 inches for men and 32 for women. Write it down, please. Beside your waist, write down the number. Women, 32, men around 35, 37, but you need to bring that waist size down. Very important. In 1986, a study was conducted on more than 42,000 healthy female nurses over an 8-year period. And the highest risk for diabetes was among those with a large waist, almost 4 times greater risk for those who had a 32 and 33-inch waist. The bottom line, the bigger your waist, the greater your risk for disease. Seriously, stop deluding yourself into thinking your lifestyle choices have nothing to do with your health and weight condition, because they do. Waist to hip ratio is an excellent indicator of your risk factor for disease. Measure your waist, 32, and your hips, 46. Divide 32 by 46. You're going to get a point number. Here we go. Here's the scale. Women, you have to be 0.8 or 0.8 or less. Look at your papers now. 0.8 or less. Men, 0.9 or less. Okay? Are you good? If you're over, that means you're high risk for disease. You got that? Write that down. Women, 0.8. Men, 0.9. All right? You have your papers. Everybody's looking at their papers. Look at your papers now so you can see where you are. When you go home, you're not going to remember. So look at your paper now. And if you're over, put a big X on it so you know what you're going to do. Okay. Now you may be saying to yourself, what's the fuss about excess weight? Why is he making such a big deal? Here are the facts. Jamie from Michigan had a heart attack at age 28. Her text reads, "Dear Dr. J, I was so caught up with my lifestyle and job that I neglected myself and gained over 20 pounds. I'm laying on a cold operating room table waiting to have bypass surgery and wondering how this happened to me. I'm texting you from the OR because I need help losing weight. The doctor said I could have died, and that was my wake-up call." Firstly, please don't text me from the OR. Secondly, that's a sad but common story. It happens every day. I get hundreds of these calls all the time. Jamie was lucky. You may not be so lucky. What will your wake-up call be? Do you really want to take a chance and find out? Please make the necessary lifestyle changes today. Lose the weight. And if you're still not convinced, here are some more facts. According to statistics, being overweight puts you at twice the risk for diabetes, hypertension, heart disease, osteoarthritis, complications of pregnancy, sexual dysfunction, menstrual irregularities, infertility, depression, cancer, all from being overweight. Did you know that? Now, imagine yourself walking up a flight of stairs. Now, imagine walking up those flight of stairs with a backpack. No, what am I doing? Most of you carry your weight here. That's how you look. Do I look good? Now imagine walking up that flight of stairs with a 20-pound pack. Now imagine trying to walk up that stairs with a 30-pound pack. It's a lot harder on the, you see, as soon as I put on the backpack, my body changed because it puts stress on your back. It distorts the spine and pulls you forward, causing back pain. And the knee pain is because it's like a sledgehammer effect. You understand what I'm saying? All that body weight comes down on the knee like that. That's why you have knee problems. If you don't get rid of that excess fat, young or old, you will end up a statistic. And by the way, if you're slim and you don't eat healthy or exercise, you're still putting your risk for disease. Now, I come to these seminars and I talk to people about losing weight. And here are some of the excuses I've heard that are beyond reason. Number 4, I only have a problem when there's food around. Number 3, all my friends are overweight. I don't want to be the oddball. Yeah, you don't want to be the oddball, all right. Number 2, it's hard to give up food. Eating makes me happy. Number 1, I have a love affair with food and it loves me unconditionally, unlike my ex. There you go. All right. Here we go. Y'all are starting to fall asleep. Yeah, I can see it. Stand up. Everybody stand up. Put your objects beside you. All right. Where's my motivational singer here that was here earlier? She left. All right. Who can do this? Who knows Father Abraham? Father Abraham? I know. Who knows it though? Who knows it good? Somebody who does. All right. Somebody in the church who does song service? Or she doesn't do song service. All right. Who's the person that was here? The lady that was here earlier. She's not here? Yeah. Anyone else can do? Yeah. She's coming. Yes, here we go. Can you, what happened to you? Huh? All right, come up here. They're going to be down there. You're going to come up here, man. Come up here. Yes, you are. Give an amen for our volunteer here. Here we go. All right. Have a seat here.
Uh-huh.
Not yet. You're going to be doing what I say, and you're going to start the song. Here we go. All right, here we go.
No. Oh.
You can take it.
Okay.
All right. Father, go ahead. Start it. Boom.
Father, oh wait, no, the song. Just praise the Lord. Father Abraham had many sons. Many sons had Father Abraham. I am one of them, and so are you. So let's just praise the Lord right on. Father Abraham had many sons and daughters. sons had Father Abraham. I am one of them, and so are you. So let's just praise the Lord. Right on, left on, Father Abraham, and many sons had Father Abraham. I am one of them, and so are you. So let's just praise the Lord. Right arm, left arm, right foot, Father Abraham, and many sons. I listen to you. Sons had Father Abraham. I am one of them, and so are you. So let's just praise the Lord.
Right arm, left arm, stand, sit down, stand up. Let's go. All right, start again. Do it again. Let's go. Start. And many sons had Father Abraham. I am one of them, and so are you. So let's just praise the Lord. Right arm, left arm, sit down, stand up, sit down, stand up, sit down, stand up. Father Abraham and many sons had Father Abraham. I am one of them, and so are you. So let's just praise the Lord. Right arm, left arm, sit down, stand up, 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 sit down, stand up. Amen. Thank you. That's how you exercise. You want to get your heart rate up. Did you get it? You want to get your heart rate up always when you exercise. All right. Factors that cause health deterioration and weight gain. Clogged arteries. Here we go. Blood vessels are a transport system similar to the plumbing in your house. Agreed? If you keep putting junk food in your body, it will clog your arteries and cause heart disease or stroke, both in young or old. Did you know that 13-year-olds were getting heart attacks today? Can you believe that? Let's explore the reasons scientifically. Pizza, burgers, nachos, fries, ring a bell? Other factors for clogged arteries are smoking, alcohol, sodas, daily caffeine consumption in coffee, teas, and a lack of exercise. By the way, carbonated water, seltzer water, some doctors are prescribing that as being good. Don't ever listen to them. Don't ever go back. They have no idea what they're talking about. It's very bad for you. You got that? As Christians, we have the greatest health reference manual, which is the Bible. Stories of Daniel and his 3 friends are a testament of what a healthy lifestyle can do for your body and skin. Do you remember that story? Make a conscious effort to incorporate some of these healthy habits today before it's too late. Changes in your metabolism. How many of you here were slim when you're young but are now overweight? Now, most people gain between 2 to 5 pounds a year starting at age 18. The reason: lifestyle changes, unhealthy food, a decrease in physical activity are the primary cause for a slowdown in metabolism as you get older. You can gain an extra 10 to 20 pounds by the time you're 23. No more mandatory PE means you're not doing exercise. Foods that slow down your metabolism are white sugar, white flour, fried foods, rice. That's right, rice. The biggest problem members of this church face, what is it?
No, the peas are actually good. Rice. It's the rice. If you ate peas alone, trust me, you'd be a pea, my brother. You'd be slim. It's the rice. Rice. Everything is converted to carbs. Everything is converted to carbs in the end. It's just a slower, gradual process. I'm going to tell you what to do in a minute. Did you know that Americans spend more than 50 hours a week sitting down? Please get active. Did you know that you burn more calories breaking down a pear than simple carbs like chocolate chip cookies? So choose fruit and vegetables instead. Now, who doesn't like to eat a half dozen chocolate chip cookies in one sitting, but it's just not practical. When large portions of food are eaten in your body, it encounters a calorie overload, and the excess is stored as fat. So this is your stomach. This is the excess. It's stored as fat. Now, if you eat smaller amount, there's no spillage. Okay? There's no overload and no fat storage. So what is the point? Your meal should be small. Your meal should be no more than 350 calories. That's 12 to 1,500 calories per day with 2 snacks. More than enough to sustain life. You're all looking at me like I'm speaking French. Yeah. I know what you're thinking, but that's right. Unless you're a construction or a postal worker, you don't need those excess calories. The main problem is serving sizes, which, if you've noticed, have increased by 100 to 300% over the last 20 years. 20 years ago, 20 years ago, a slice of pizza was 3 inches wide and 200 calories. Today, a slice of pizza is 7 inches wide and 450 calories. And I know none of y'all just be eating one slice. An 8-ounce cup of coffee 20 years ago was 45 calories. Today, a 16-ounce Grande Cafe Mocha from Starbucks is 350 calories. Bagel. Remember the bagels in the old days? They look like a hockey puck. They were 3 inches in diameter and 140 calories. Today, they're 6 inches in diameter and a whopping 350 calories plain. And I know none of you eat plain bagels, so you put your cream cheese on it. Yeah, I might as well bury you now. Okay, movie popcorn. A large cup of movie popcorn was 270 calories. Today, they don't have a large cup anymore. The smallest thing they have is called a tub, and it's 900 calories. And I know none of you just eat the popcorn, so you put your what? Melted butter on it, cheese. God help you. All right. Food portion size in-home meals is huge. I saw someone stack up their food so high at lunch today, it looks like they were playing Jenga, trying to balance their food back to their table. All right, here we go. Dinner plate size. Compared to your grandmother's dinner plate, which was 33 square inches, today's dinner plates are 36 square inches. 3 square inches 3 times a day can quickly add up to increase your waistline by 3 inches or more per year. Write this down. If you want to lose weight, use smaller plate and smaller utensils. When you go home, throw out all your plates. Use smaller plates and smaller utensils. Well, you're shaking your head, but then when you're on the operating room table, you're going to wonder, well, I should have thrown out the plates. They were $20. This is going to cost me $20,000. So you do the math. Now, high-calorie foods. Tell me if you think this is overkill for dessert. Who said, that's delicious? Who was that? Listen, that's a troubled group over there. We're going to keep an eye on you. Troublemakers over there. High-calorie foods. Tell me if you think this is overkill for dessert. You guys got Friendlies here? You have Friendlies, right? This is Friendlies Frenzies ice cream with all its toppings. All right, here we go. You, sir. Yeah, with the hand here. How many calories does that have? Just throw a number. 400. Really good. Thank you. Appreciate it. That's a man on know what he's doing. Here we go. You, ma'am? Yeah, stop looking at her. Just tell me what it is. 500? All right. All right. You, sir, sleeping in the back. Yes. I'm glad you woke up. How many calories do you think that is? 601 calories? Awesome. Very good guess. All right, here we go. Everybody sitting down? Friendlies Frenzies ice cream with all the toppings has 2,200 calories. And I know none of you go in just to have dessert. So that means you had your sandwich, burger, you had your fries, and you had your little milkshake, which brings up your grand total to 6,600 calories in one sitting. And this is the food some of you feed your kids and you wonder why they're so well-rounded today. You get it? Rounded, yeah. Nobody got that in this section. All right, here we go. Welcome to the promised land. Who doesn't like to eat out every day, but it's just not practical? Restaurants serve unhealthy food and they have unhealthy ingredients. Why? To make their food taste good. Trust me, even if it says healthy, organic, all natural, they're putting ingredients in there because when you make it at home, it doesn't taste the same. So you know they're adding. I have friends in New York who have healthy restaurants. Trust me, you go in the back room, you see a lot of cans. All right? Beef extract and natural smoke flavor is one of the frauds, and trust me, there's nothing natural about them. Some go as far as to add silicone to make fried foods more crispy. Did you hear me? By the way, silicone, polydimethylsiloxane's first use was as an industrial lubricant. Maybe that's why you're also well lubricated. Eating out has its serious pitfalls. Stop eating out so much. Everybody says once a week. I say once a month. Chemical additives and preservatives. Manufacturers have certainly done a good job of deceiving you, manipulating information. We've been told that it's okay to eat as many chocolate chip cookies as you want because it says, what? Sugar-free. And it's okay to have an extra portion of ice cream because it says fat-free. Well, I regret to inform you that you've been lied to, duped, deceived, misinformed. Here are the facts. The general rule is that if it comes prepackaged or was made by a manufacturer, it contains chemical additives that will damage your health. Preservatives are used for one reason only, to prolong the shelf life of food, and formaldehyde is one of them. And guess what? It was also in that. That's one of the ingredients. There are over 80 different preservatives used in food today. Welcome to America. BHA and BHT are preservatives that have been linked to cancer and other serious issues. They're found in Golden Grahams, Cinnamon Toast Crunch, and Orbit Gum. That's right, ma'am. Look in your purse. How many of you buy low-fat foods? Olestra is the fake fat that's substituted in low-fat and fat-free foods when the real fat is been removed. Example, low-fat ice cream. Are you with me? What else? Name some things. Yeah, by the way, that yogurt was the biggest scam. They're actually suing that company. So low-fat and fat-free foods when the real fat's been removed, and it's in low-fat ice cream and also chips. It may be fat-free, but it has a fatal side effect. Please pay attention. Procter & Gamble did an 8-week clinical study, showed that there's a dramatic depletion of fat-soluble vitamins such as A, D, E, and K in test subjects. Olestra attaches itself to these valuable nutrients and flushes them out of your body. Now, some of these nutrients are called carotenoids. Have you heard that before? Okay. Now, the main thing you want to know is that carotenoids protect us from diseases like lung cancer, prostate cancer, and heart disease, and macular degeneration. That's why there's an increase or prevalence of these diseases. Does it make sense to you? If you're lacking in those nutrients, you're susceptible to these diseases. That is why there is such a high prevalence today. Also, chemicals in soaps and shampoos. If your skin is the biggest organ in your body, do you think you should pay more attention to what goes on it? Commercial lotions, soaps, and body washes contain dangerous chemicals known as petrochemicals. Write that down. And they are also known as xenoestrogens, X-E-N-O estrogens. This means that they mimic estrogen in the body and contribute to hormone imbalance and subsequent immune and metabolism suppression. No wonder we have severe PMS or hot flashes in this country. Remember in Caribbean, you were growing up, nobody had hot flashes. Nobody had PMS issues. Okay, so now it's catching up because they're starting to use some of the same foods. So now you see the correlation? Okay, artificial sweeteners. How many of you use artificial sweeteners such as saccharin, NutraSweet, low fat? Any of you? Aspartame or NutraSweet? Media reports have been misleading, and it's not your fault. The latest media report that artificial sweeteners are healthier than sugar may have sounded far-fetched, but you bought into it because it meant you could eat more of what you want without the added calories. Guess what? The truth is most artificial sweeteners, the truth is all artificial sweeteners are unhealthy and they are not safe. They leach your body of nutrients and increase appetite and have been definitely linked to cancer. Do you eat sugar-free products? Listen to this, write this down. All sugar-free products contain artificial sweeteners and are widely used in drinks, candy bars, and chewing gum. Did you know that they were in these products, by the way? Okay. If you're eating any of these products on a regular basis, you are inadvertently eating artificial sweeteners and you're putting yourself at high risk for disease. For a complete list of artificial sweeteners and their side effects and the list, please go refer to the book, refer to my book, Overcome Diabetes Naturally. Look in the section that says sweeteners. Now, why am I telling you this? You need to be informed. An informed consumer is what? A consumer that stays alive. That's basically what it boils down to today. Just a minute. I will address all of those things in a minute. Mineral leechers. Write this down. These are food that rob your body of essential minerals as they pass through your system. It's almost like a magnet. Imagine a magnet being pulled through your body, and as it travels, it pulls out vital minerals from your body. These minerals are calcium, magnesium, potassium. Here are a list of harmful foods. Number one, I told you, white sugar, white rice, white flour products are all bad for you. Packaged foods, carbonated beverages such as Sprite and Coke are damaging, and also seltzer water. Caffeine, coffee and teas, no good. Alcohol such as wine and beer, you already know that. Nicotine, caffeine, in cigarettes. Artificial sweeteners such as Splenda, NutraSweet are bad. And what is the solution? Antioxidants. Antioxidants are the solution because all of this causes free radical damage. Does that make sense? So earlier I told you about antioxidants, and I'll go over that a little bit in later on during the seminar. Now, sugar is mineral leecher number one. How many of you here have a sweet tooth? A show of hands. Oh, isn't that cute? Most Americans are drowning themselves in sugar. On average, each individual eats 150 pounds of sugar every year. This is true. I did the math and it does add up. How many of you eat cake or ice cream on a regular basis? A show of hands. How many of you crave or eat ice cream or cake when you're feeling sad or depressed? Do you know why? The reason is like caffeine, sugar is a psychoactive substance. It's a central nervous system stimulant. It elevates serotonin and influences dopamine production, the hormone that makes you feel good. So it gives you a sugar high. Sugar addicts use it as a form of self-medication to temporarily boost mood and energy. Every time you consume sugar or carbohydrates, it's like taking a hit of cocaine, which makes you feel great at first. Unfortunately, after it wears off, you feel low and your body craves more of it, and you end up in this vicious cycle. Now, I know why Caribbean people say, I don't feel satisfied if I don't have rice every day. And if you're Spanish, ay Dios, yo no puedo vivir sin arroz. And if you're American, I gotta have my slice of cake for dessert. The downfall of sugar is that it depletes your body of vital minerals. Since sugary foods have replaced more healthy foods, there's an increase in diseases like osteoporosis, hypertension, diabetes, heart disease, cancer, cholesterol, obesity, and anxiety. Symptoms of sugar addiction include highs and lows and feelings of euphoria and depression. Now, the more people are addicted to sugar, the more aggressive they get, hyperactivity is increased, and also they fall into antisocial behavior. Sounds like a lot of our members here today. I asked the lady the other day, "Are you a sugar addict?" She cried out, "No, I'm Adventist, you know." And I said, "But of course, please check yourself. The USDA recommends that you eat no more than 10 teaspoons of sugar a day. I say 1 or none." All right, here we go. Write this down. Caribbean people, whenever you make rice with some kind of protein in it. For example, you want to make rice and beans. The beans have protein and it seeps into the rice and it lowers the glycemic index. So never eat white rice alone. Number 2, write this down. 2 cups of rice, 3 tablespoons of quinoa, 3 tablespoons of flaxseed. You got it? You mix it in. 2 cups of rice, 3 tablespoons of flaxseed, 3 tablespoons of quinoa. You wash your rice, you mix in these dry ingredients, you add water, stir it well, let it cook, and then just before you turn it down, stir it again because the quinoa and the flax seeds tend to clump. So you stir it around. Excellent for your health because it changes the glycemic index and you won't shoot up and have those spikes in insulin. Got it? All right. Next thing, spinach rice. Spinach rice. You know how to make spinach rice? All you do is buy spinach, wash it, put a cup of water in the blender, throw the spinach in there, blend it, you have your cup of water. So if you're making a cup of rice, you have 1 cup of rice to 1 cup of spinach water, and all you do is add an extra half, and you got your rice. You got it? All right. So try to you had spinach rice for lunch today, by the way. That was spinach rice, okay? Another thing is the meat substitute you're going to use is you're going to buy shiitake mushrooms. You had that today. That's what you ate. Shiitake mushrooms, what you do is you buy them, you soak them, wash them out a few times, and then you're just going to use them regular meat recipe. You can use it to make Caribbean people curry goat recipe. Really good. Spanish people, rabo. All right, spice it the same and it tastes just as good. It has that consistency. All right, so these are some of the things that you're going to be doing, making that lifestyle changes, okay? And small changes to help you improve. Yes. No. Write it down. 2 cups of rice, 3 tablespoons, 3 tablespoons, 3 tablespoons of flax, 3 tablespoons of quinoa. Okay? All right, here we go. Free radical damage. How many of you know what free radicals are? Free radicals are a byproduct of normal body functions such as digestion and respiration. The problem is that they're like bleach-filled marbles that corrode everything they come in contact with, similar to the exhaust from your car. If it's not vented properly, the smoke will kill you. And now your body works the same. If free radicals are not expelled from your body quickly, they can cause damage. Factors that increase free radicals are processed foods, artificial sweeteners, tobacco, smoke, alcohol, fried foods, and carbonated drinks. Damage from free radical causes heart disease, cancer, atherosclerosis, Parkinson's disease, schizophrenia, Alzheimer's, and premature aging. The solution is antioxidants. Antioxidants mop up the free radicals. Antioxidants bond with the free radicals and expel them from your body, preventing damage. They are the cleanup crew, so add them to your daily diet. Highest antioxidants are pomegranates, write it down. Blueberries, several handfuls of these should do the trick. Write it down. You got it? Blueberries, pomegranates. Next, those are the highest. We're going from highest to lowest. Next, we have berries such as cranberries, raspberries, or blackberries. Very good. The darker the color, you know, the higher the antioxidants. Foods such as beans, artichokes, and russet potatoes. Fruits such as prunes, apples, cherries, plums, dried nuts such as pecans, walnuts, and hazelnuts. Spices such as cinnamon, clove, and oregano. All right? Let me put all this together into one important point. The danger of packaged foods is that all of them, regardless if they say natural, contain preservatives. If they didn't put preservatives in there, they wouldn't last. They disrupt normal body function, which causes disease. Now, for diabetes in particular, it's the primary cause for insulin resistance in the cells. This is when the cells stop allowing glucose to enter inside. Number two, mineral leechers. Your body, in addition to just eating simple calories for energy, require minerals and vitamins for maintaining normal function. And most importantly, for keeping a strong immune system to fight diseases such as cancer and anything that they may throw at you these days. Let me elaborate. Without the essential minerals and vitamins, your body won't have the necessary means to produce the hormones and enzymes needed for proper maintenance, say normal blood pressure or normal blood sugar. Do you understand that, right? So all of these functions in these bodies are controlled by hormones. Hormones send a signal through the blood telling these different organs to do their function. If you don't have the ingredients to make the hormones, guess what? Nothing is getting to the organs. All right? So what they're doing is they're cutting off the signal light. They're destroying the bulbs, basically. So what happened was they did a test for people with diabetes and it showed a lack of 4 trace elements. If you replaced these 4 trace elements, most of these people recovered from diabetes in a matter of 60 days. So if you want more of that information, please refer to my book, Overcome Diabetes Naturally. Now, I hope that puts it into better perspective. Now, food consumption. How many of you here read food labels before you buy a product? To show of hand, let's be honest now. Do you know what they mean, though? Exactly. You may be inadvertently eating unhealthy foods that are causing your illness. Most product manufacturers label their product with tricky language that is deceptive. For example, reduced fat or less fat means only 25% less than the regular version, which still leaves what? 75% of the fat. Now, for a complete list of labels on how to decipher the code, please go to my section in the Overcome Diabetes Naturally. Okay, weight management synopsis. Most of us are eating ourselves to death, and we're clueless as to why. The latest figures show that 60% of all Americans are now overweight. That was before the pandemic. Now, guess what? It's more than 70 to 80%. How many of you tried to lose weight only to fail time and time again? The reason you're eating foods high in calories and chemical additives that are causing your metabolism to go crazy. By the way, if you're blaming your weight gain on a medical condition such as hypothyroidism, it's rare, so find another excuse. Body fat is the consequence of an imbalance between calorie intake and expenditure. The more calories you eat, the more weight you gain. Here's another trick. If you eat more calories than you burn, you will gain the weight. If you eat less, you will lose weight. So the trick is what? Burning the calories. You don't believe me? I can prove it. Let me take you to a small village in Africa for 2 weeks where you have to fend for your food. Trust me, no matter what your problem is, you will lose weight. The sign-up sheet is in the back. We leave in 2 weeks. And you thought you were going to the Bahamas, didn't you? The severity of obesity is only now being understood as researchers discover the correlation between being overweight and psychological and physical disorders such as adult onset diabetes and depression. Did you know there's a correlation? Think it can happen to you? Think again. Martha from Queens went in for a shoulder pain on Monday, and by Wednesday, she was diagnosed with breast cancer. Martha had to have surgery to have her breast removed. Unfortunately, Martha never made it out of surgery. The cancer had spread to her lungs. Life is fragile. How you live today will determine the outcome tomorrow. Please, brothers and sisters, do not ignore my warnings. Nothing should hurt on your body. You shouldn't be out of breath unnecessarily. You shouldn't have excess weights, lumps. You shouldn't have excess weight, lumps, bumps, bulges, growth, love handles, pooches, or chichos. If your belly flows out of your body, out of your pants, you may have a problem that needs to be addressed ASAP because it only gets worse as you age. After my sermon today, I was in the back. A Jamaican lady came up to me and she said, "Good sermon, preacher." But come here, let me tell you something. I said, "Oh, Lord." She said, "What you say?" I said, "Nothing." I was skinny like you when I was young, you know that? But lately I put on a little bit of weight, you know. But you know something? You won't have to worry about all this dieting and exercising when you get to heaven. Did you know that? I paused for a second and I said, "You're not there yet. Start jogging." She said, "You're not so nice, you know." You can't please them all. All right, here we go. Treatment plan for achieving a healthy weight and health. Write this down. Here we go. Rapid fire, write this down. I'm not going to repeat it. Do not skip meals, especially breakfast, since it helps kickstart your metabolism. When you skip meals in order to lose weight, your metabolism is triggered to go into a conservation mode, which slows it down. Stop eating breakfast cereals. You're an adult. You don't eat breakfast cereals. Bars, they contain chemicals. Try oatmeal instead. Old-fashioned oatmeal is manna from heaven. Write this down. Old-fashioned oatmeal or steel cut. Do not buy that 1-minute oatmeal. You got it? Write it down. Don't question me. That's it. Nothing else. It reduces cholesterol, makes you lose weight because you're full faster. Here you go. Write this down. Everybody want to lose weight? All of my products are hundreds of dollars. I'm going to give you a free. I'm going to give you something for free. Every morning. Yeah, that's right. Don't say Dr. J didn't do nothing for you. Here you go. 2 cups of water. 1 cup of old-fashioned oatmeal. You take the oatmeal, put it in a strainer, run it over the water. Why? You're washing out the sulfates. They put sulfates in that too. They want to kill you. Yeah. You got it? Next, dump it into the blender. Next, handful of blueberries, handful of strawberries. Caribbean people, you can put some mango in there, whatever it is. Mandatory, 1 banana. Mandatory. Potassium, excellent for you. Next, you want to put a handful of nuts? You can put a handful of nuts in there. Blend that. That's it. You're good to go. Eat that for breakfast every day. Dramatic improvement in weight and health. Okay? Stop eating breakfast cereals. I am not going to tell you again. All these companies have been compromised. Kellogg also. Cut that feed. They have been compromised. They are not what they're telling you is in there. All right. I don't want to get into it. Not yet. Next, if you don't want to blend it, all you do is just enough water to boil the oatmeal. And then you just put it in a bowl, cut up some fruits, strawberries, banana, blueberries, and you can eat it with a spoon. All right. You don't need to cook it. You don't need to cook. I have not cooked oatmeal in 20 years. You don't need to cook. All you need to do is wash it under warm water and you can just eat it. All right, here we go. Next, try to eat most of your calories earlier in the day and graduate meal style. Did you get that? Did you get that? Try to eat your calories earlier in the day. Most of your calories, you know what I'm saying? Heavy meal in the morning, right? And with a light breakfast, write this down, before 7 p.m. You should not be eating after 7 p.m. Late night snacking is the worst cause for weight gain. I am telling you, write it down. Late night snacking is the worst cause for weight gain. If you feel hungry at night, eat a handful of nuts very slowly or eat an orange. Okay, an apple, high in fiber, fruits, cantaloupe, things like that. Write this down. Cut small carbs from dinner. Caribbean people, I don't want to hear this anymore. No more rice for dinner or pasta. It's easily stored at fat. Use quinoa, couscous, Bulgar wheat, or you can make juca. Juca, how do you say juca in cassava? Cassava, right? Cassava can be made and use that as substitute. Got it? What? Yeah, most of it's in the book. No, but you write it down. Yep, quinoa, cassava, bulgur wheat. Wheat. Just stick to quinoa and cassava. All right, here we go. Nighttime, Caribbean people. Remember the soups they used to make in the Caribbean? That evening soup? Yeah, but they had all kind of stuff in there. They had green banana. They had all kind. They had stuff be floating around, swimming in there. That is what you're going to start eating for dinner every night. It's going to make you full. Yeah, it's going to make you full, and you're going to lose the weight because you could eat a whole bowl of that stuff, and it just sticks with you. And by the way, no boiled dumpling. No boiled dumpling. Yeah. Stop making that face, lady. You're scaring me. All right? Stop with the boiled dumplings. Listen, you can use different types, like the Spanish people, they have, different types of, the yams, right? You have batata, guayama, all kind of stuff. Yeah, and they have different yams that are almost have the consistency of that, the fried dumpling, right? So try those and you'll find something that you like. All right, don't be disappointed. Come on now, work with me here. Be enthusiastic. We were going good at it. Keep it up. All right, here we go. Eat slow. You got to slow down. You're all just shoveling that food into your mouth. There's no rush. You're going to eat fast so you can what? Watch TV? Doesn't make any sense. Oh, by the way, it takes 5 minutes for the signal from your stomach to reach your brain. Studies show that people who consume more calories in the first 5 minutes than during the whole meal. All right? So slow down. We gave you instructions for eating. Every Sabbath, photocopy those and put them in the church till they become habit. It takes 30 days for something to become a habit. You need, sister, make sure they continue these plans, reinforce them. Trust me, they will make a change. Please follow these instructions. All right? Stop eating large portion. A fist is 1 portion. A lady goes like this. I go, no, ma'am, that's 3 portions. Working. All right? All right. Stop eating high-calorie food, especially desserts. Please, you don't need it. Cut all desserts from your nutrition plan. Please eat more home-cooked meals. Very important. Eating out every day or eating out has serious consequences. Don't overcook or microwave your food. It destroys all the nutrients. No microwave. Throw out that microwave. Throw out the microwave. It destroys all the nutrients. Listen to this. They took a plant and microwaved the water, wait till it cooled, and fed it to the plant for 7 days. After 7 days, guess what happened? The plant died. You don't believe me? Try it on your friend's plant. No, I'm just kidding. All right, here you go. Write this down. Don't chop up your vegetables small. Don't chop them up small. Leave them large because they lose nutrients when they're exposed to the air. All right? You cut it up. You want to prepare them immediately. Here we go. In order of healthy, steam your food. If you steam broccoli, do you know it gets sweet? If you steam broccoli, yes, I'm not kidding you, ma'am. Try it. Broccoli, just hear me out. I know. Put the, whatever, the steaming thing on top. Let it steam. Throw the broccoli on. As soon as it turns bright green, take it off. I'm telling you, it's sweet. Same thing with carrots. Okay? So learning these new techniques, everybody better be in shape. You must have a six-pack when I come back in 30 days, or we gonna have a problem. You thought Father Abraham was hard. Wait till I show you the new regimen. You're gonna be dying. All right, here we go. Write this down. Try to steam all your food. Grill, bake, broil in order. Okay? Saute or poach foods rather than fry. I haven't fried anything in 20 years. You all can stay away from it too. Okay? Stop frying your foods. Reduce simple carbs, sugar, dairy, which will reduce your belly fat. Write this down. Cut cured deli meats. No more deli meats. No more deli meats. They're horrible for you. Hot dogs, horrible for you. All right? I don't need to tell you that. Cut juices. All juices from the store have corn syrup in them. Horrible for you. They cause diabetes and clog your arteries. All right? Stay away from coffee. You know that it's very dangerous, so try to wean yourself off. I know a lot of Adventists still use it, but try to wean yourself off. There are other things you can do. All right. If you have acne, try my dairy-free diet. It cleans up your zits. It works. All meals should be balanced. They should be high in protein. Write that down. Must contain 3 parts: high in protein, some complex carbohydrates, and some fats. Some fats such as avocado, nuts, things like that. You got it? Okay. You can refer to the section 5 in my book for the correct percentages. Eat 6 to 7 servings of fresh fruits and vegetables, and limit red meat, fish, and dairy products. Why did I say fish? Mercury, yes. 10 years ago, the most contaminated food was ground beef. Today, the most contaminated food is fish. In order of contaminated foods, number 1 is fish, then you have ground beef, then you have beef, and then you have chicken, and so on. All right? And then so choose your battles. You're going to have to make that choice. Eat 6 to 7 servings of fresh fruits and vegetables, and limit dairy products. Okay? All right. Calcium high foods. Write this down, please. A lot of you are older. You need to fortify yourself with calcium. Write this down. Coloreds. You know what those are? Color greens. You got it? You know what those are? Okay. Spinach. Write it down. High in calcium. You need to add this every day. Cornmeal is also high in calcium. Write this down. Almonds and sesame seeds. You should be chomping on those sesame seeds, a handful every day. It's very good for you. Wash all fruits and vegetables with a light detergent soap or organic vinegar and baking soda wash. Recent studies show that most fruits and vegetables tested positive for pesticides. Pesticides are dangerous chemicals which are toxic. These chemicals are designed to kill living organisms and are harmful to humans as well. Apples topped high on the list, and 98% of apples tested positive for pesticides. Other foods included celery, bell peppers, peaches, and strawberries, which are high in chemical contaminants. Pesticides contain an adherent that prevents them from being washed off in the rain. So fruits and vegetables are sprayed with this regularly, creating a watertight barrier. So if you just wash your fruits in water, guess what? It still leaves the chemical residue. These residues are generally found to be 10 times higher over the safety limits, which means they are linked to nervous system toxicity, cancer, and immune system disruption, and IQ dysfunction in children. We have the vegetable wash in the back. If you want to get some, let me know. It's also on my website, stayhealthymd.com. Now, did you know that eating celery and cranberries regularly can reduce high blood pressure? Also, write this down. Cabbage can be used in place of insulin for blood sugar control. All you need to do is quarter a cabbage, blend it, also throw a handful of green string beans in there. You drink that, you don't need insulin. Refer to the section on treatments in my book, Overcome Diabetes Naturally. All right, a lot of natural treatments here. All right, you're going to save a lot of money and be healthy. All right, here we go. Eat small portions to prevent weight gain. Don't be mad at me. That's all you all looking at me like. Arr. All right, here we go. Write this down. Good cooking oils. Write this down. This is not negotiable. Number 1, extra virgin olive oil. Number 2, palm kernel oil. Number 3, coconut. Number 1, olive oil. Number 2, palm kernel oil. Number 3, coconut oil. These are all medium chain triglycerides. Sunflower seed and sesame seed are also good. All right. Stay away from vegetable. Yes, grape seed's good, but a little bit expensive. Stay away from canola. Stay away from vegetable. There is no canola fruit. They lied to you. All right, here we go. Stevia, agave. Unfortunately, I used to talk about stevia being good, but the process used to extract the sugar from the leaf, it's more harmful. And agave is the tequila plant, by the way. They make tequila with that, and it has its own issues. Brown sugar, if you can get it. Most brown sugar in the United States is white sugar colored brown. So once you go back, panela. You know those panelas you get in the Caribbean, right? Those look like hockey pucks. They're like brown, they're molasses. Whenever you go to Haiti, you go to Dominican Republic, you go to Cuba, wherever you go, you take all your clothes in a suitcase. When you get there, throw out all your clothes, fill it with panela and come back to the States. That's what you're gonna do. All right? You know what I'm talking about, right? If you don't, ask the Spanish section. They'll send you pictures and they'll help you out on what you need to get. That's very good. Okay. All right, you can buy it here. If you don't, the best thing is honey, but you have to be careful because honey is also, yeah, you know, whatever. Add fiber to your meal as much as possible, at least 3-4 portions a day. That means a lot of oatmeal and a lot of vegetables. I gave you really delicious recipes. You can survive, all right? Hunger confusion. Lots of people overeat because they think they're hungry when really your body's saying it's thirsty. Please drink. Please drink, write this down, 8 glasses of water a day to avoid this confusion and flush out all the toxins that you insist on eating. Avoid bottled water. It's full of chemicals. All right, here we go. Write this down. Go to Walmart, Target, wherever you want. Buy a PUR. Write it down. PUR or Brita water filter. I like the PUR, pure water filter. All right. You buy the tabletop version. Don't buy the pitcher. It's too small. It's not going to work. Buy the tabletop version. Write it down. Don't ask me again. Tabletop version, pure water filter. You buy that. You go home, you put it under the, you fill it with water from the tap. As soon as it drains, you empty it into a glass decanter. You take the glass decanter, you put it on the counter, or you put it on your fridge, or you put it in a couple of these bottles, throw them in the car, throw them in your purse. This is what you're going to start using. Got it? Do you got it? Yes? Yes. No. That's why I said, whatever I say, only do what I say. I know about all the options. You don't have to ask me. None of those work because it's gravity fed. When you use gravity, it takes slow filtration. You get more of the chemicals out. All right, here we go. Try my rainbow diet, which consists foods that have the same color as in the rainbow. Here we go. Write this down. Green color foods such as spinach have anti-cancer properties. Also, they help leach some of those toxins you just injected into your body. So eat a lot of green spinach or anything green, like, the green stuff, coloreds and stuff like that. All right. Next, don't eat salads that have lettuce in them because why? Lettuce has no nutritional value. Lettuce has no nutritional value. The first lettuce was used as horse feed. That's what it was for. Use spinach or mixed greens, the ones with the dandelion, you know what I'm talking about, right? Kale, yeah, of course. But you know what I'm saying. Kale's kind of hard to work with. So you're going to use spinach, baby spinach or whatever. That's much healthier for you, but no more lettuce. Arugula, yeah, whatever. I'm just saying don't use lettuce. Everything else goes. All right. Here we go. Also, get 6 to 8 hours of sleep a night. For everything, there's a season and a time for every matter under heaven. Ecclesiastes 3:1. There is a time to feast and a time to fast. Overdoing either is damaging to your health. Moderation, on the other hand, is the best option for maintaining optimum weight and health. Amen? All right. Next, we're going to talk about how to get a six-pack and get in shape. I'm going to do an exercise demo. My brother, did anybody, sister, did you have anybody for a special song? No. In the afternoon? What about my brother over there? Can you do a little song for us? Can you do a little song for us? Yeah? Yeah, sing a small song and let me rest my voice for 2 seconds and I'll be right back.
All right, doctor, that'll be $100, man. Oh, he left. All right, I'll let him know when he comes back. All right, we're singing scripture. Here we go. God is our refuge and strength, a very present help in trouble. Therefore, we will not fear. We will not fear. God is our refuge and strength, a very present help in trouble. Therefore, we will not fear. We will not fear. All right, sing it with me. God is our refuge and strength, a very present help in trouble. Therefore, we will not fear. We will, one more time. God is our refuge and very present help in trouble. Therefore, we will not fear. We will not fear. Even though the earth be removed, and though the mountains be carried into the midst of the sea, and though the waters roar and be troubled, though the mountains shake with a swelling, God is our refuge and strength, a very present help in trouble. Therefore, we will not fear. We will not fear. God is our refuge and strength, very present help in trouble. Therefore, we will not fear. We will not fear. Even though the earth be removed, and though the mountains be carried into the midst of the sea, and though the waters roar and be troubled, though the mountains shake with a swelling, God is our refuge and, come on, a very present help in trouble. Therefore, we will not fear. Now let me hear you. We will. Let me go. Here you go. God is our. Hallelujah. Oh, we will not fear. We will not fear. God is our refuge and strength, a very present help in trouble. Therefore, we will not fear. We will not fear. We will not fear. We will not fear. Sure, go right ahead.
The doctor coming back in a few minutes, but before he finish, we have a competition. Are you everybody listen to me? Okay. When he finish there, we don't wanna he don't wanna show his product in the lobby. We have a special session place here around the corner to your right. When you get out, take out glass door. That's at the welcome center. It's already set up. When you finish, you get out, everybody go there, and they're gonna, it's a big room, enough for everybody go.
I think it's more space because that room is too small.
Okay, we can set it on the gym right now. Okay, then when we finish, after sunset, we go there straight to the gym.
Okay.
Okay,
All
thank
right.
you.
I'll explain that. Thank you. Thank you. All right, here we go. The way to smart exercising, write this down. Exercise is not a luxury, but a necessity for staying healthy and preventing almost all diseases, including obesity. I'm telling you, exercise is more important than dieting. I know a 16-year-old teen that no longer has asthma because he started exercising, and a 55-year-old lady which reversed her arthritis exercising for just 15 minutes a day while watching her favorite sitcom. Okay? So there are two types of exercise. Number one is cardiovascular exercise. You got to help me out, please. And also, number two is weight-bearing exercise, which is actually more important regardless of age. It's a myth that older people should not be doing weight-bearing exercise because you're going to hurt yourself. That's a lie. Everyone should be doing weight-bearing exercise. Okay? Now, the reason if you don't do weight-bearing exercise, your vitamins and minerals do not get absorbed readily into your system, such as calcium. You know how important calcium is? The supplements you're taking, they aren't doing a darn thing for you. I'm sorry. Furthermore, they're actually depleting the calcium you have in your bone because the high amount of calcium in the blood pulls it out. It's called osmotic pressure. Unless you do weight-bearing exercise, do not take calcium. Okay? Furthermore, exercise builds muscle, which speeds up your metabolism. Now, 4 excuses for not exercising. I get enough exercise walking to the fridge 20 times a day. Isn't that enough? Number 3, exercise hurts. Isn't there something easier to lose weight? Yeah, a stapler. My husband likes it when there's a little meat on my bones. I think he was talking about the steak, sorry. I'll start exercising tomorrow is the number 1 excuse. Did you know that 1 pound of fat burns 2 calories a day while 1 pound of muscle burns 50 calories? Write that down. 1 pound of fat burns 2 calories per day, while 1 pound of muscle burns 50 calories per day. So when you have a muscular body, it's like having a furnace. Everything you eat is just burned up. The more muscle you build, the faster your metabolism will be, and the more calories you will burn while at rest. That's why I said cardio doesn't work, because it only burns calories while you're working out, whereas muscle building burns the calories even when you're not working out. As I said, again, people of color, you were engineered for working. That means if you're doing cardio, your muscles are laughing at you and saying, really? You think that's going to work? No. All right? So do weight-bearing exercise, and trust me, you're going to get in shape like that because your genetics are tweaked for that. All right? Now, exercise reduces your risk for disease, even cancer, and offers relief from symptoms of depression and anxiety. You see how happy that cat is? He's been exercising. The best time to exercise is in the morning on an empty stomach. Write that down. You get up in the morning. First thing you do is you drink a glass of water. Put your clothes on. Put your shoes on. By that time, you take your restroom break, start walking. Okay? You're going to walk for at least 20 minutes. Okay? Start by walking slow for the first 5 minutes. The next 5 minutes, you're going to walk fast, then slow down again, and then fast, And then the last 5 minutes, what are you going to do? No, you're going to walk faster than ever before because that's when your body's the hottest and you're going to burn the most calories. All right. So you want to do intermittent and also you want to increase your heart rate so you burn the fat. The best place to run is on an asphalt surface or a grass surface. Stay away from concrete. It's going to hurt your knees. Okay. Try interval running, best for burning fat. I just explained it to you. All right. Did you know that if you eat just before you exercise, it's counterproductive because you're really just burning calories from the meal you ate and not from the fat, which is what you want. This is what you're going to do. Don't eat, write this down. Don't eat 2 to 3 hours before exercising, except if you're a diabetic. Best exercise is a mix of cardio plus weight. This is what you're going to do. You're going to do weight training for 20, 30 minutes. Then you're going to do cardio after, and then you're going to finish with abs. You got it? Do weight training first. Write that down. Then you do cardio after. Then you do, so weight training, 20 minutes. Cardio, 20 minutes. Abs, 5 to 10 minutes. You're done. Also, after dinner, please don't sit around and watch TV or crawl into bed. Exercise, go for a quick walk, okay? Even if it's 5 minutes, it's enough. After lunch, like we did in church today, everybody make it a point that you're going to get up after your meals and you're all going to stand up and walk around the table for just 5 to 10 loops. Why? You're building habit. Later on, you can increase it, but at least you're giving it a start. Do you understand my point or no? So these are the things. I know they seem frivolous, but trust me, I've worked with patients that have been 400 pounds, and you cannot make drastic changes with them. Okay? So work with me. This plan works. Okay? You can check my reviews on YouTube. You'll see. I'm known as the weight loss guru because these are the plans I implement. All right? Now, for a complete guide, everything is in my book. You can get it later. Now, muscle never turns to fat and vice versa. Muscle only gets smaller from a lack of use and is filled with fat. You know, when you say goodbye to your friend and you stop waving and your arm's still waving, you know why? All that muscle turned into fat. All right, here we go. How many of you think your kids have a weight problem? How many of you think you have a weight problem but are in denial? Kids usually do what their parents do and not what you tell them to do. Kids are like sponges. They soak up everything around them, the good and the bad, usually the bad. Why? It's easier. If you or your kids are overweight, even in the slightest bit, that's a sign that there may be an underlying problem that's not being addressed. What's the void that food is filling? How you eat, exercise, and treat your spouse are behaviors that will be ingrained in your child's psyche. If you're using food for the wrong reason, they will too. Please give your kids fighting chance and break the cycle today. Teach your kids by example and stop telling them and not doing these health habits yourself. Now, how many of you do this to your kids every day? You want to eat something? No, Mom. Come on, eat something. I'm not hungry. Just eat a little bit, man. It now go kill you. You like it? You want to eat some more? Eat a little bit more, man. And then afterwards, you know something? You're getting fat. You start to look like a breadfruit, you know that? Stop torturing your kids. They know when to eat, they don't. So leave them alone. All right? You're making your kids fat. It's your fault. And you're torturing them. They're going to have to come to me for therapy after that. All right. Now, the way you think, changing the way you think, mindset alter imaging. Now, any one of you have sat in traffic and daydreamed. You pictured yourself laying on a beach, right? Yeah, exactly. Feeling the cool breeze against your face. Now, what's apparent is this. Your mindset can change based on a thought or an idea that wasn't even real. So that means your mindset or mood can change no matter where you are, what situation you're in. I just proved it to you. You can be sitting in a dingy small apartment, but your mind can take you to a lush green field filled with flowers and rolling hills in the background. Write this down. Your mind controls your mood. Learn to control your brain and stop letting subconscious thoughts dictate your mood or action. Most of these thoughts are programs from your childhood. They run in the background. Don't let a late payment charge on your credit card or criticism from a friend lead you to have a drink or to overeat. Your mind is your worst enemy, and fear makes things worse. They control you through fear. You know that, right? You may be living based on past preconceived notions, programs, thoughts someone else put in your head. Now, most of us are battling our parents' fears. That's true. We're plagued with thoughts that overwhelm us and dictate our lives and imprison us, actually. Write this down. Thoughts lie. Most people don't know this. Let me give you an example. I'll be happier once I get a bigger house or apartment. Once I'm married, I'll be so happy and I'll be complete. If I don't have alcohol or a cup of coffee or a bowl of ice cream, I'll die. Really? No, you won't. Take charge of your thoughts and fears and get them under control. How many of you are ready to make some changes in your life? Then join me in my new health kick movement. Please sign up for the weight loss challenge that's in the back. Everybody has to sign up. Okay? Everybody has to sign up. Obligado. All right? So sign up for the weight loss challenge. You're going to get an amazing gift after whoever wins. So please write this down. Remember the paper I gave you this morning? 4 things you want to change in your life. Take out that paper, flip it to the back, write this down. 4 things that you want to change or better in your life, okay? Here are the steps. Write them down, please. Number 1, you name the problem. Number 2, acknowledgement. Number 3, making a commitment. That means you're going to make a promise to yourself that I'm going to change this. Number 3, you reflect on the issue and say, why did this happen? Where did this come from? Who put this idea in my head? And number 5, facing the issue head on. When you confront your fears head on, you disempower them. Never run from your fears. Face them head on. Okay? Please take a picture. I got to change the slide. All right. Quick example. You may say, number 1, naming the problem. I'm a food addict. Number 2, I eat to pacify my emotions. Number 3 and 4, I'm not going to overeat when I'm sad. Number 5, I'm going to paint or exercise or do something to take my mind off my problem. You're not new life. Here we go. Don't be afraid of change. Don't fear anything. Live fearless. Take small steps. Eat small, healthy meals. Start walking for just 10 minutes tomorrow. Can you all promise me that? Just 10 minutes. No more, no less. Just 10 minutes every day. And then slowly, gradually increase that 15 minutes the week after, 20 minutes the week after. Trust me, you will lose weight and you will get healthy. When your body sees that you're trying to improve itself, guess what it says? Thank you. I've been waiting for this for years. I'm going to cooperate now. And I'm going to give you the body you always wanted. You'll feel great. You'll see people can change their lives. I've seen people transform their lives for the better, and so can you. In a few months, you'll see a huge difference in your life. You'll start noticing new type of people enter in your life. That's right. Positive people that'll support your goals, and you'll feel a new sense of energy, wellness, and harmony. Today, I've given you a small fraction of what you need to survive in a chemically toxic world. Most of this information was taken from my book, Overcome Diabetes Naturally, which you've heard is the small outline of the information. Now, if you want the complete guide, you can get my book. Now, this not only pertains to diabetics, but everyone trying to prevent disease and stay healthy naturally. You can also go to my website, Stay Healthy Naturally. Sister, did you give out the papers? Sister, did you give out the papers to everyone? All right. Now, lastly, I just want to say that if you've been diagnosed with any disease and you're looking for a natural protocol, we have not too much time today because, it's been a long day. So I'm going to be in the gym and we'll have products there. You can get what you want. Tomorrow, we're going to have free consultations. So during that time, you can pick up most of this stuff. And so tomorrow is going to be at 11 o'clock, weight training, weight loss workshop. Everybody dress like you're going to work out, comfortable shoes, bring 2 water bottles so you can work out, fill them with regular tap water, it doesn't matter. And then after that, we're going to have spa time. For spa time, you bring 2 towels. They're small donation, I think, are $5 or something like that. And then after that, free consultations for all the members, okay? So please walk with some cash so you're not short tomorrow and so you can get what you need to do, okay? Now, most of this information I've shared with you is 10 years of research, so it works. Implement them, get them done, and don't think twice about it, okay? The more you think about it, the more hesitant you're going to be. Now, in conclusion, I want to say that this is valuable information that will transform your life. Please don't ignore it. Here we go. This is my book, Overcome Diabetes Naturally. And then we have something called a can opener, safe can opener. This can opener has a magnet in the cutting wheel, not in the lid. It's not for the lid. Every time you open a can, a paper clip's worth of metal shavings fall back inside. You don't believe me? Cut open some condensed milk and you'll see the ring of metal around it, okay? So get the safe can opener. This is the book. It has information on everything from diabetes, and it tells you how to control the side effects. You know, leg amputations are the #1 complication of diabetes, right? All right, so leg ulcers. So we have all this information in there, exercise, and also the meal portion, that's also in there, okay? Meal division and all, yeah, it talks about natural sweeteners, weight control, all right? So that's just a brief brief preview. Now, here's another introduction of the natural products. Safe can opener, NutriTotal vitamin. This vitamin has 211 ingredients in it. It's liquid. Liquid vitamin is the best for absorption. If you're taking pills, you should know that they don't get absorbed. They take in X-rays where the pill is still solid as it leaves the body. So get this vitamin. It boosts your system, boosts your immunity, especially during these times. We have weight loss plans. If you want to lose, level 1 is 8 to 10 pounds. Level 2 is 12 pounds or more. Level 3 is 14 pounds or more. And so we have different levels. You get the 8-day detox, extreme weight loss, ultimate weight loss, and also the meal trays. All right. So these are all the different meal plans that you can incorporate for your needs. The meal trays are awesome because after you're done with the diet, you can always put your food in there and Caribbean food, and you won't gain the weight. Here's cellulite cream. Here's anti-aging cream, skin perfecting cream. If you have any blemishes, see me, and also acne cream. All right. Then we have the 3-part kit that I'll be demonstrating tomorrow. We're going to do the facial for you. And it also has a natural face wash that you can use. Okay. Anti-aging, skin perfecting is for people who have blemishes, and acne is that's skincare pro is for people who have psoriasis, eczema, dermatitis, and cold sores, things like that. Body cream, skin repair, all this is in that large paper. Sister, are you handing out that large paper also? Okay. Pain relief gel. This is my best seller, actually. All you do is you rub a handful of that pain gel on your knee. You wrap it with a white towel. Why? It reflects the heat. In 15 minutes, trust me, you're going to see a dramatic difference. You have to use the whole bottle. That means you have to keep using it, and you're going to see that it improves that pain. All right. Honey, we have honey from Michigan. I don't have any with me here because of the weight, but you can order it online. Oil pulling. Have you heard of oil pulling? This is what it's for. You can get some of this. I have some. Whatever we don't have, we will order online. Diabetes decreases blood sugar, increases pancreatic function. Excellent for diabetics. All you do is put it under your tongue, and let it sit for 1 minute. Swallow. It brings down your blood sugar immediately. Trust. Diabetes drops. Hypertension, same thing. We have, for hypertension, we have Himalayan salt, the glycemic index. We have cholesterol cutter for people who have cholesterol. Fibroids, reduce fibroids in 30 days. Cysts, ovarian cysts, 30 days. Endometriosis, we have for menopause. Also, we have for heart disease, breast cancer. Sorry, that's for breast cancer. UTIs, vertigo. If you have epilepsy, Parkinson's disease, prostate cancer, thyroid care, herpes, ulcers in your foot. This is really powerful if you have an ulcer that's persisting. Brain tumors, heart care for heart disease, Crohn's disease. And also we have natural shampoos that are made out of olive oil for people who are losing hair or thinning hair. And body washes, dandruff shampoo. This is amazing. Colon cleanse. Everyone should do a colon cleanse. Get this. It's going to clean out your system in 1 day, especially if you took the jab. You want to get this. Colon cleanse. You're going to have so much fun because you're going to have explosive diarrhea. You're going to call out my name, Dr. J, and I'm going to be like, yes, it's working. It's really good. You're going to have 6 to 8 bowel movements in one day. Nobody else promises that. Really good cleanse. All right. Now, if you have diabetes or any health issues, you need to get the kidney and liver cleanse. Same thing. It's a cleanse, but it has kidney and liver. And if you went to the Caribbean or traveled, get the parasitic cleanse. You're going to have to kill some of those parasites. All right. So those are the 3 options. We also have something called Breathe Easy Inhaler. Excellent for people who have asthma. This will actually get rid of your asthma if you keep using it. I get so many testimonials on my website. I'm not kidding you. This works. And it's just $20, cheaper than any. Helps, yes, because it opens your, trust me, just, you don't have to buy it, just smell the package and it opens up your airway passage. All right, here we go. Sky high. We've been keeping Adventists safely high for the last 20 years. Get this, it's good for depression, PTSD. All of these are essential oils. So really good weight loss, aromatherapy. All right, so that's just a brief overview. All of you have that list. All right. So in conclusion, I just want to say, I hope the information presented to you will not be considered a burden, but rather as a gift of knowledge. All right, here we go. I'm going to show you some quick exercises you can do in your home. All right, just stay in shape. All right, here we go. All right, gonna get 2 water bottles. All right, always remember to stand shoulder width apart. All right, you don't want to do it with me. You can do it stand shoulder width apart. You're gonna, what is it? Jab your elbows into your body so they're firm, right? You don't want to be swinging. 1. Inhale on the way up. Do 12 of those. All right? Good for your biceps. All right. Next, you want to work your triceps. Remember when I told you say goodbye and your arms still flat? Get a chair. Turn it like this. All right? Lean on the chair like this. You want to clock your elbow facing towards the wall. And then you want to shoot that gun. Bang, bang, bang. Got it? Same thing for the other one. You can do all these exercises while watching TV. Here you go. Bam, bam, bam. Everything you want to do 12 reps, 4 sets. Write it down. 12 reps, which is repetitions at 4 sets. After you do your biceps and you did your triceps, hear me out. Listen to this. Excellent tricep exercise. You're watching TV on your chair like this. Get off the chair. Grab the chair. Put your arms here. Step out. Start pumping those. You got it? Get those guns going. All right? You want to do 12 of those 4 sets. That works your tricep. Why? Tricep is the biggest muscle in the arm. You want to work that more. That's why I showed you only 1 bicep, 2 triceps. You got it? All right. Next, bicep, tricep. You want to do back exercises. You want to grab the weights. Boom. You want to put your body like this. And then you're going to squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Work your back. All right? Now, showed you back, triceps, biceps. Then we're going to get into doing squats. Biggest muscle group in the bottom. You want to work your squats. You want to work your squats. All right? Pull the bottles in between. Drop down to the bottom, touch the floor, come back up. Drop down, come back up. Look up, keeps your spine straight. 1, 2, 3. Got it? Awesome exercise. It's going to tighten everything up. You know what I'm talking about, right? All right. Biceps, triceps. We did. You want to do some abs?
best exercise for abs. You want to sit on your chair, sit on your chair. I don't care. Pump it out, pump it out, pump it out. Do 4 sets of 20. Really good for lower abs. Upper abs, you know the punches, right? You don't have a chair. I mean, if you don't want to go on the floor, let's use this. Boom. Come back up. Anybody can do that. You see how I use this chair? The lock, right? See that? All right. So please incorporate some of these measures into your lifestyle, and trust me, you're going to be ripped. You're going to have a 6-pack in no time. All right. Now, are you going to promise me that you're going to start walking for 10 minutes starting tomorrow? Yeah. Okay, that's all I asked for. Now, I thank you for coming out to this program. And if you benefited, please let the health director know, let the pastor know. Okay. And also, we have part 2 of my program called As a Man Thinketh, So Is He. We'll get into more about how to change your thinking. So hopefully that'll be sometime next year. But the main thing I want you to walk away from is that you can change. The main thing I want you to walk away from is that you can change your life if you decide to. So make that conscious effort, make that choice, and let's all get healthy in our mind, body, and Christ. Amen. Thank you. All right, come and do a closing prayer. And I will be in the gymnasium. Okay, I'll wait for you there. You can come and talk to me. All right. Can someone come do a closing prayer, please?
Thank you, Dr. J, for your time with us. Let us have a closing prayer. Father God, we thank you for this time that we could talk about health. Each and every one of us could use some portion of health into our lives. Please help us as we listen to these challenges and implement them into our lives. Please be with us, guide us, and protect us. Be with us as we go into a new week. And may your name be praised. We pray all of this in the name of Jesus. Amen. Any announcements before we set off? I guess there are flyers for our health expo that we'll be having that some of the ushers will be passing out. So if you wish to take some in order to share with family and friends, please take some. If there are no other announcements, you may consider yourselves dismissed. Have a happy week.
Go to the gym. I'll be over there. I'm sorry. If you go to the gym, I'll be there for the next hour. So whatever questions you need to ask or buy any natural stuff, I'm over there now. Okay. Thank you.
Piano just like this one. Out of Lego.
Any visitors from other churches, please talk to Dr. J if you wish to have him at your church and give a health seminar.
Oh man.
Oh.
Yellow has no input.
No, I'm not speaking.
Julius,